My beloved, my precious child, the one heaven has watched over since the moment your soul was formed. Why are your hands trembling right now? Because your spirit already feels it. This is not an ordinary message. You will not be able to stop reading this in the middle. Destiny holds its breath as you choose what will happen in the next few seconds at this precise point in time. I am the Archangel Michael. I am not going to whisper today. I am yelling because I saw him. The person who cursed you and has been waiting and watching, they have been casting shadows over your life. He cannot be stopped without you. It will not work just with prayer. It cannot be blocked by an angel alone unless you come into the light with us. Now, please, my child, don't skip a word. We don't think you will come back to this. It is going to be too late. There is only a short time left for me to get you out of the trap before it clicks shut. Someone has already called your name in the dark. It was already agreed upon that you would be blessed. But heaven cut it short so you could hear this. Before I go on, I have something to say. There are people and groups who don't want you to read this. They will try to get your attention off of them. The phone might go off. Snorts, you might feel tired or antsy all of a sudden. There's no chance in that. Being strong, is it? What I'm about to say will burn the rope that has been holding you back, my love. Follow me. You're almost free. Do this one last thing before I tell you more about what heaven has shown me. This will show me that you are ready to receive what is about to come forth. In the box below, type just one word. Yes. Say this out loud, not as a ritual. This is my way of telling heaven, listen, I am ready. I am not going to turn away. You are not just commenting when you type that word. You are standing with me because you agree with me. You are making it impossible for the curse to take you away from this moment. My beloved, take action right away. You can type Amen and know that your guardian angels are marking your answer. Pay attention. As soon as I saw his face, I felt the same fire that God gave me when I fought the big battle in heaven. But I saw your face, too. I saw how much pain you have been hiding. When you prayed at night, there was silence back when it seemed like every door would shut before you could knock. And I understood that the purpose of this curse was to prevent your blessings from falling. The point was to break your heart until you gave up. You didn't give up though. That is why I can be here now. Actually, heaven, let me say this very clearly because you held on even when you didn't feel strong. Now, there is going to be a divine exchange. You will hear the curse stop if you read this message all the way through. The blessing that has been locked up will start to flow. But please understand that the shadow will keep moving. If you skip this and close your eyes to this warning, it is going to happen when you least expect it. After that, you will think back to this moment and wish you had paid attention. That is not meant to scare you. This is what I say to save you, my beloved. Stay close. Light is getting into places. It hasn't been for years. Every second you stay here, the curse is getting weaker. As these words reach your heart, you are now in God's care. The enemy is aware of this. That is why he is shaking. He is scared of you. When you are in line with heaven, he will be running by the time you are done. I need to say this before I go any further. It is possible that heaven will send you more messages like this because they don't want you to miss them. Make sure you follow, stay connected, and never skip when you see my words again. Because staying until the end can mean the difference between keeping a blessing and losing one. Your miracle is always in the part you almost didn't read. Take a deep breath. There is a change happening. Feel it. You are no longer feeling that heavy feeling in your chest. The curse is getting a name. And when something is named in God's light, it loses its power. In my spirit, I see chains falling. I can see the spot where they were going to bury your happiness is coming apart. The person who cursed you, child of God, thought you would never find out. They thought the mask they wore looked great. They smiled at you. They blessed you with their words. But behind your back, they poisoned your life. But I didn't fully understand what they were saying. I saw them release it right on time. Right now I am yelling because it is no longer quiet here. Stay put. Don't leave right now. This is the part where when heaven takes the knife off your back and gives you a sword instead. You are not a slave. You have been picked, and no curse can last as long as the chosen tells the truth. My beloved, get closer to these words and listen to them as if they were the heartbeat of heaven. For the air around you right now is filled with something old, holy, and dangerous for any shadow that has ever tried to touch you. You think you are just reading, but you are really in a spiritual courtroom where your case is being heard right now. The enemy has no right to be near you because every sentence I release is a legal document in the spirit world. Someone who cursed you and said mean things about your name is standing here shaking. It is not because of me but what you carry. My child, do you know what you carry? You have a promise that is older than the earth. No one, not even a demon or a curse, can change it unless you give it up willingly. I am here today to make sure you never do. I wasn't the person you know me as when I first saw him. I was in the light of battle with armor that burned like molten gold and a sword that cut through any lie he could tell. He thought his job was done as he stood there. He thought that you were already too tired, hurt, or busy to fight. He thought that the quiet in heaven meant that no one was there for you. But the truth is that the silence was just getting ready. The angels were being gathered by God prior to the strike. God was building up power like lightning. Now, my child, the storm is on your side. It may have been hard to feel light for a few weeks. Just what was it about you that made everything break? How the people you trusted started acting strangely. It wasn't a mishap. It was the curse getting stronger. It desired for you to doubt your worth, shrink your prayers, and put your faith on hold. Instead, you are reading this right now. When something fears that you will see it for what it is, it means that the curse is already losing. It can only stay alive if it stays hidden. I have also torn off the cover. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. To my beloved, I need you to understand something. You are not fighting this battle by yourself. There are other people reading this message with you right now who are also fighting for their freedom. As these words enter your spirit in the comments, I want you to see their faces. I want you to know that you are part of a family that is rising up together. Feel free to write. I am standing in the comments below to show that you refuse to fall. The enemy should see your words as a banner. Your statement should stand as a wall that the curse cannot get through. You are telling every dark force that is watching, I am here and I will not move. When you write it now. I am standing now. Pay close attention because the next few hours will determine the next few years. This isn't a play. This is destiny. The person who cursed you has been getting food from a source that will run out soon. He has been using someone else's darkness to get power. But that deal is coming to an end. It is only alive because you don't know about it. As soon as you really know, it falls apart. Also, my beloved, you know now. You didn't even know that parts of your soul had become dark until I saw the light touch them. Is that shaking in your chest real? That is not fear. Honor is what it is. The kind of war you remember from before you were born is still alive in your spirit. It knows who I am. It knows what my sword sounds like. It knows that when I get there, heaven will already have decided that you win. Now, the only question is whether you will stay until the last blow is made. So, this is why I beg you, not in a poetic way, but like a warrior begs the person they are protecting, do not leave. Don't put this down. Don't tell yourself that you will be back later. We are going to close the door soon. Soon we will put out this fire. After a while, we will let the curse breathe again. But my voice is cutting it off from air right now. You can see that the person who cursed you is not far away. They are not as far away as you think. I am close enough to smile and call your name in a sweet voice. You can see my eyes every time I get up after a fall. You are close enough to feel my anger at your fortitude, but not close enough to touch what heaven has locked up for you. Unless you let them in along with the words you are hearing. My job today is to make sure that door stays shut. You have often wondered why some blessings seem to delay. Why people broke up just when they thought they were safe. Why you never got the money you worked so hard for. Why your dreams seemed so close but never got there. There was no reason for that. You were good enough. It wasn't that God forgot about you. It was because someone linked your name to words they weren't allowed to say in your atmosphere. They sowed curses. They talked again every time you were about to get away. Today, though, their voice is being muffled. Scrolls in heaven with your name written in pure gold are currently being opened with a seal. The curse was written there before the blessings. They are more substantial, powerful, and unshakable. No one can stop them once they are released. The curse never caused a cancellation. It only caused a delay. The delay is now over. My beloved, if your spirit is moving, it is because you know deep down that this is the time for you to make a change. I am holding my sword out in front of me, not just to fight for you, but with you. Because as soon as you agree with heaven, every shadow around you falls. So this is why I screamed. That is why I couldn't keep quiet any longer before I go any further. My beloved, you need to understand something. There has been a reason for the fight for your life. It was planned, deliberate, and exact. Someone who cursed you didn't just throw careless words at you. They shaped them, made them sharp, and pointed them like arrows at the very center of who you are. They knew what you were good at and what you needed help with. They hit you where they thought you would never get better. But here you are still alive, still walking, and still carrying a light that they couldn't put out. Because of this, my child, they fear you more than they will ever say. There were times when the air was thick with darkness where I stood there. But I will never forget the look on their face when they realized you weren't broken. They thought that the disappointment would make your heart break. They thought you would give up when you didn't get results right away. But your faith, even when it got hurt, was a wall they couldn't get over. Although you felt frail, you appeared strong to heaven. Every tear you shed wasn't a sign that you lost. It let God know that you were still calling on His name. Every call you made was picked up even when there was no one there. Pay close attention because I am not going to tell you a story. I am going to give you a gun. When grace comes from heaven, words are more than just sounds. They look like swords and the steel is building up in your spirit. As you read, you will soon be able to see right through lies. Spot fake friends without delay and stand where they swore you had never go. But first, there is a moment coming up. A tiny moment that you might not remember, still so strong that it will change the course of your whole life. The person who cursed you will try to talk to you again right now. They cannot use direct language. The hint could be a joke, a mean comment, or even a fake act of kindness. Not to be taken lightly. You must remember this message in every way. When that time comes, remember that I told you that they will not be able to hurt you. If you stand your ground, you are not that far from the spiritual world. You are currently surrounded by angels. There is motion in the atmosphere around you. Even though your eyes are on these words, the curse has put threads through your life that are connected to chances, people, and even your feelings. But with each sentence I release one by one of those threads breaks like chains falling on stone. The sound of freedom. You have been told that being patient means sitting still and waiting. But heaven's patience is not like that. When the enemy expects you to flee, you must act by holding your ground. You, my beloved, have done that very thing. Additionally, reinforcements have arrived because you haven't left your post because heaven has decided that the time for delay is over. I am here right now speaking without pausing. The appointed hour has passed. The release has already started. Please pay close attention to what I say next. The things you got today are just the start. Messages are coming at just the right time for your next move. The doors that are about to open and the fights you haven't even seen yet. You might miss the word that could lead to your biggest breakthrough. If you leave now without subscribing, when you subscribe, you do more than just watch what a channel posts. You are getting in line with God's plan for your life through the prophets. I want to be in place when heaven speaks again is what you are saying. Don't let a delay prevent you from receiving what is coming. To seal your commitment to the words that heaven has already planned for you, click the subscribe button right now. But I need to warn you. When light breaks through darkness, darkness doesn't give up right away. It means to fight more. That is why the next few days might seem odd. You might have strange dreams, fight out of the blue, or feel heavy for no reason. Don't think it is loss. It is the last gasp of the curse. It is the last thrush before it stops for good. Oh my beloved, you will feel it when it breaks. It is not going to be nice. It will be like the air has changed. Your name will sound lighter and your prayers will have no resistance at all. The ease with which sealed doors will swing open will make you wonder why they ever felt heavy. People who didn't notice you before will now see you. It will look like opportunities find you on your own. It is not luck. Restoration of what was stolen is what it is. Do you feel the shaking in your spirit right now? It is because you are not just reading. It looks like you are in agreement with heaven. It gets lighter with each line you choose to read. My child, stay with me until the end of this message. I will not only reveal who cursed you, but I will also show you how to seal this breakthrough so they can never touch you again. Before I go any further in describing the extent of what has been done to you, my beloved, there is something you must know. Curses don't start the day they are said. They are sound in whispers, glances, jealous sighs, quiet agreements, and covert glances made many years ago. The person who cursed you had run it through their head many times before they spoke it out loud. Every time they saw you smile, they had a seed of envy that grew. Nobody was upset about your failures when you got back up after falling or when you got even the smallest blessing. It was all of your wins, even the ones you didn't think you had. They kept an eye on you in silence for years, acting like they were rooting for you. While they waited for the right time, they didn't realize that heaven records every word, every thought, and every deed committed in the shadows. So they filled it with poison when the opportunity arose. Those words were released. My beloved, and I was there. They were weighed down by someone else's anger. But God's voice did not bind them. And now for the truth that no curse wants you to know. Everything said without the permission of heaven has an expiration date. That day is now. But before it goes away for good, you need to walk with me through this revelation because curses rarely happen by themselves. They travel with fear, delay, and odd patterns that keep happening in your life until you think they are normal. You saw it just as you are about to walk through the doors open and then close. When friendships end, they quickly turn cold. It comes in, but it goes out faster than it came in. When you are feeling happy, bad news comes along and breaks your spirit. There was no chance in any of this, my beloved. It was a web and you didn't even know it. But webs don't hold up in fire. Also, every word I say to you now is fire from heaven. The person who spun them is getting scared because the strands are breaking. These people can feel that they are losing control of you. This is why you might feel resistance even as you read. Something heavy might feel like it is telling you to put this down and come back to it later. That is the curse trying to get you to stay away from the thing it fears the most. As soon as you know the truth, I am not letting you go until it is done. You have experienced too much to leave half delivered. I don't just say your name like men do when I say it. That is how I talk in the language of heaven. The name that was chosen for you before you were born. If you don't give it up, that name will hold a crown, the weight of destiny, and the seal that no darkness can break. And today my job is to remind you that crown is still on you. You still have that destiny. Also the seal is still there. No doubt the person who cursed you has been close, even closer than you think. They know what makes you hurt. They know the times when you are most open to being hurt. They even tried to comfort you, but all they did was stay close to see how their curse was hurting you. But they did make one mistake. They forgot that there is always one thread of light that cannot be hidden. Even in the darkest places, they didn't realize. They didn't have control over your name. In the spirit world, I just saw them. And I tell you, beloved, they are now restless. They are aware that something is changing. They don't know why, but they can feel the curse slipping away from them. It is like the power they borrowed is being taken away. That is exactly what is going on. Heaven has sent out a recall. Your enemy is trying very hard to stop the contract. They have over your life from being torn. That is why I am screaming here. That is why you shouldn't take this lightly. They can find another thread to tie around you. If you leave before I finish talking, but if you stay and see this through to the end, they will not be able to follow the thread anymore. They will watch you walk away from them, but they will not be able to catch up. There is a change in your spirit right now. Right? You can feel it. That heavy feeling is leaving. That is no longer confusing. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Now, I want you to use your voice to seal this moment. You can say it in the comments instead of out loud. Type Amen again, but make it look different this time. The sound of chains falling should be it. It should be the sound of doors opening. There is more of heaven. Every time you write that word, the enemy moves back every time you say it. Don't be shy, my child, my beloved. Do you want me to take you even further? Type your Amen now and feel that to the exact moment that heaven marked the end of this curse. And the signs you will see when it does. Because if I go on, I will not stop until the whole message has been delivered and every word has made you unshakable. My beloved, I will take you further because you need to know what heaven is already undoing and what was done to you. It is not quiet when a curse is broken. It is not something that you cannot see or that happens without leaving a trace. The air around you changes when a curse ends. You start to notice cracks in the patterns that have plagued you for years. The people whose faces showed fake kindness can no longer hide how uncomfortable they are around you. They will stay away from your eyes since the light will scare them. The weight you have been carrying around like a second skin will feel strange at first. That weight on your chest will be gone for the first time in a long time, and you will be able to breathe. The person who cursed you thought their words would turn into prison walls, but those walls are breaking down now. In the spirit world, I can hear them groan. As the truth I speak moves through you, each stone moves away from its place. You will not just walk out of the prison when the last wall comes down either. You will bring treasures with you that you didn't know were there. Each season of delay has been secretly building up interest on your blessings. God doesn't just fix things. He makes more of them. Now, my beloved, I want you to do something that might not seem important, but it is very important to your spirit. On this video, I want you to click the like button, not just for fun, but as a sign of agreement. The flow of God's favor into your life begins when you press like. When you touch that button, think of it as touching the hem of His garment. This is your message to heaven. I accept this. I align with this. I welcome the multiplication that is coming. Like letting blessings flow through a channel that isn't blocked. My child, do it now. You have asked in tears before, why me? God's favor starts to move in your favor when you press like. Why has the fight been going on for so long when you try to move forward? What makes you think that someone is pushing against you? Because of the mark you carry is the answer. My child, the enemy cannot ignore your destiny because it is too big for them to ignore. You are a threat to every chain just by being there. Your life has been a part of other people's freedom since the day you were born. The ripples you were meant to create could therefore be stopped if the enemy could stop you. That is why the curse wasn't just against you. It was about making everything you said very quiet. But they didn't plan for this. God is not scared by when they do it. The release was stronger because of the delay. The blessing got stronger as they tried to hold it back for longer. And when it comes through, it will not just break the dam that was holding it back in your life. It will flood every dry place. That is why I want you to stay with me through every word. You are aligning yourself with heaven's will every second you stay here. When heaven speaks over you, no curse, lie or shadow can change the verdict. Also, I need to tell you this quickly. Signs will show that the curse is ending. First, you will notice that some people are pulling away from you for no apparent reason. Don't go after them. The fact that they aren't there is proof that the curse is breaking. Second, chances you thought were gone for good will come up again. Sometimes through people you have never met and sometimes in ways you didn't expect. Third, your dreams will get different. You will start to see pictures of doors opening, chains falling, and light flooding places that you thought were out of reach before. The person who cursed you will also feel the change. They will make one last attempt to provoke you, bait you into anger, and entice you back into the atmosphere where their words still have power. Don't answer the way they want you to. Their defeat will be sealed by your silence. We are not done with this message yet, my beloved. Because I need to give you something holy before you leave. A spiritual key that will lock this breakthrough so tightly that they will not be able to get in again. Even if they try, if you want, I can keep talking until every single chain is explained and your spirit leaves this room unshakable and untouchable. For my beloved, I will not stop until you leave this moment, knowing for sure that the chains are gone and will never come back. Because a curse alone will not break the spirit. In order for it to be unable to attach to you, it must be sealed. Too often, God's children are set free. The same darkness creeps back in a new disguise because they don't completely close the door. That is not going to be your story. What you have endured is evident to me. I can tell that your life has been under a lot of pressure from all sides. I have seen you keep going anyway through the storm with faith like a lantern. Heaven has marked you for an eternal release because of your faith. This is what sealing looks like. It is not a sign when heaven seals something in spirit. It is legal. Every spiritual force, both of light and of darkness, immediately recognizes the mark that has been placed on your name. No curse, whisper, or hidden dagger can cross this line without incurring the full wrath of heaven. It says, "This one is untouchable, and my job today is to make sure that seal stays on you forever. I need to get to the root of what was done to you." In order to accomplish this, you weren't just meant to receive blessings when someone cursed you. They were after your identity. It was their goal for you to doubt who you are. To think that you didn't deserve what God had promised you, to live small. They desired. If you thought your dreams were too big, you would shrink to make them seem bigger. You were meant to echo that lie. With every setback you experienced, you are exactly as heaven intended you to be. I am telling you now as someone who stands before the throne of God. You were not made by chance, and there is no mistake about the size of your call. In heaven, time bends occasionally. Things that used to take years can now be done in days. This is one of those times for you right now. Your life has been plagued by a curse that is unraveling more quickly than it was ever intended. You will not have to wait for it to heal after it snaps fully. Sudden, overflowing, and undeniable will be the restoration. People will be confused about how quickly things changed when they see you. The cost of this moment will be unknown to them. You will though pay close attention now, because this is the last time the enemy will try to get in the way. It frequently releases a wave of distraction when a curse is about to end. As you read, you might feel sudden irritations, sudden demands on your time, or the need to stop and deal with it later. That is not a coincidence. The shadow trying to survive is there. Put it aside. Stay here. Let me help you finish this. The atmosphere will change almost right away. After this seal is set, it will feel better to think. The weight in your chest will go away, and the quiet voice of God, which you may have missed in the noise, will once again be sharp and unmistakable. I want you to look at the person next to you, the friend on your mind, or the family member who has been struggling just like you have. You will walk into rooms and feel the air shift in your favor. They need to hear this. They need to know that the curse can be broken, too. I want you to share this video right now before you do anything else, as a favor to me, but also as an act of blessing that goes through you to them. You start a transfer of breakthrough when you share this prophetic word. All the people you send this to will start to feel the same freedom you are feeling. Being a channel of deliverance is what you do. My beloved, please share it right away. Send it to many people or just one person. Watch how heaven uses your obedience to free other people. And notice how your own anointing grows at the same time. When you talk, doors will open. No, that is not imagination. That is proof of a sealed life. I am almost ready to put that seal in the spirit. My beloved, but first you need to know the truth about the power you have. You will have the authority to free others once you are free. Your voice will be stronger than it was before. These blessings will stay with you when you say them. Darkness will run away when you speak light. The person who cursed you will understand. I will now take you into the final act of this battle, and they will never get that close again. If you want me to, I am now bringing you into the final act of this battle. My beloved, in the spirit, this is where wars end. Accusations are dropped, and the weight that has been on you for years will finally lift. I can see the shift starting already. The shadows that were holding on to you are moving away, confused by the sudden strength that is rising inside you. It is not your own strength. It is the power of heaven flowing through every broken chain. I am with you right now in the courts of the Most High. Your name has been called not to punish but to save people, opening scrolls. God has not only heard your tears and every prayer you whispered into your pillow when you were broke. He has also written them down. He now sends back the answer with interest. It says what was meant to be bad will be good. My child, it is not just being turned. It is being multiplied back into your hands right now. Now I am going to talk to the person who cursed you. Their spirit hears these words. Now, even if they never hear them in the real world, the deal doesn't work. The claim is taken away. The authority of the living God breaks down the power you thought you had. You cannot get to this life, this destiny, or the blessings that were given to you here before the world was made. Your influence burned in the fire of God's justice while your rights were taken away and your grip broken. To feel the weight of this, my beloved, is important. Release rather than fear, because the last threads are coming apart as I speak. They look to me like strands of smoke dissolving into the air and never coming back. Light is surrounding your name. You are now sealed with a mark that says you are untouchable. Nobody can see this seal with their own eyes. But all spiritual beings can instantly recognize it. The King owns it because it has his seal on it. This one is from heaven. It says, the patterns of loss that have been following you around will no longer be able to find you from now on. There will be times when doors slam shut in your face, but they will open again and not close again until you reach the promise behind them. People who brushed you off before will now be drawn to you. Not because you worked hard, but because of the light that you now have. Chances will come your way. Even if you don't look for them, you'll get blessed out of the blue, and the peace you've been looking for will settle deep in your spirit, making you unaffected by anything going on around you. You will notice one more thing. They will stay away from you because you put the curse on them. They may try to look at you from afar, but the seal will make them uncomfortable and antsy, so they won't be able to stay close to you for long. They won't understand why, but you will. Darkness and light can't live together. My child, you can now choose. Do you hold on to the fear of the past, or do you fully step into the future that you can now see heaven has already decided what to do? There is no longer a curse. The seal is in place. There is a clear path ahead. Moving forward without looking back is all that's left to do. We're almost at the ceiling, my child. Before we do the last thing, though, I need you to make sure you can still hear how God speaks. Don't do this right now. But you know that God speaks at different times, and you don't want to miss a chance. When you sign up, healing words will keep coming to you. I'm ready for whatever comes next. I tell the Holy Spirit. Do not forget what heaven has to say. After you've signed up, ring the bell and get ready for everything God has yet to say over your life. And I'm telling you this because has given me the power to do so. No matter what happens in the days to come, remember this moment. Remember that your name was called in victory in the courts of heaven and that no curse can change the words that was spoken over you today. I can paint you an even more vivid picture of your new life if you'd like. That way you can see it for yourself and never doubt what God has done. Let me take your hand and show you what is already going to happen for you. My beloved, you need to see it ahead of time so that you know it's the answer when it does. It wasn't a coincidence or a bad break of luck. It was very clear that God was involved. I want you to sense it, smell it, and hear it in your spirit. When you wake up one morning and see that everything has changed, you won't question it. It will make you feel good to do it. First, I see you standing in a place where the air is very light. It's like all the weight you've been carrying for years has been lifted at once. Your chest is no longer tight. Behind your eyes, there is no longer any weight. When you wake up, the shadow that was there before the sun came up is gone. Things that used to bother you seem to just slip away as you go about your day. After a long wait, the emails with good news finally arrive. People who you thought had forgotten about you call you. You don't have to knock on any doors to get chances. But life doesn't become perfect. You still have to work hard. But now you have the wind at your back instead of your face. Then I see nice people. Some of them you know already and some you haven't met yet are drawn to you. People who used to curse at you shouldn't smile at you now. But those God sent to walk with you should. They should look at you with kindness and an open mind. Allies, faith helpers, and friends are the only people who will carry your name with honor instead of poison. You will be able to go to places you didn't know existed. They won't ask for anything in return that will make you angry. You used to feel alone in your fights. There will be people around you who are happy for your wins as if they were their own. Before your hands were clenched with worry. Now they are open and full of things that will help you. You get money all the time, not just sometimes. You no longer feel like you don't have enough. So you can dream big. You can now say yes to things you thought were impossible before. Now you're getting full payment back for trips you had to cancel in the past. There will be a lot of work to do to finish projects that were put off because of not having enough resources. The air in your home will be full but not too full. You'll feel confident that you have more than enough. Also, changes in the way you sleep stand out. The nights used to bring worry or scary dreams, but now they bring peace and new insights. Dreams will show you clear paths, doors that open, and happy people giving you gifts. These won't just be blank squares. They'll let you see ahead of time what will really happen. Your spirit will rest. Even when your body sleeps, when you wake up, the tiredness that was following you around like a shadow is gone. Yes, my dear. The person who cursed you is also here, but they are far away and are just looking. They can't cross. What they say doesn't move you anymore. They are no longer able to be heard. They won't be able to stop the good things from coming your way like rain. They weren't even as angry when they said it as they were before. Their power over you is no longer there. They will have to deal with seeing you get better. This is not a future that you can have. It's written in the sky as a sure thing. It's almost the end of this message. But your breakthrough is just beginning. There is one more thing I need you to do before I seal your life forever. You need to own this moment. Make a note below when it's done. Not as words you hope will come true, but as words you know are already written in heaven. When you write those 3 words, you sign the paper that sets you free. You can now sign the verdict that heaven has already given. The curse is no longer strong. The seal is in place. The blessing has been let go of. Take it now. Right. Done. And move on to the next thing. Don't let fear make you go back to the things you were freed from. I'll say it again. I'm with you right now. When the wind of blessing starts to blow, lean into it. Trust it. It's not a trick. It won't be short-term. This is what will happen now that the curse is off and the seal is on your life. Let me keep getting you excited about the vision by telling you about the exact places you will stand, the words you will hear, and the miracles you will see. That way, you will be ready for them when they happen. We've been through the fire together, my love. The curse is now over. The big step forward is now secure. I need one more thing from you. Do not keep this to yourself. Someone you know is still in the same kind of darkness you are now. They still cry at night. The doors are still shut. Still they don't know if God has forgotten about them. You are the key to their freedom right now. Share this video with other people. Send it to them. Add it to your page. This word from the prophet is more than just a video that you share. You are setting them free with the same anointing that set you free. It's becoming clear to you that good news is coming your way. This tells heaven that you not only make things better for yourself, but also for other people. Share it right now. Get the word out about the big step forward. Let the blessing come through as you obey. God will reward you in ways you can't even imagine. Still, my beloved, please take a break. The curse is no longer strong. The seal is in place. You can look forward to the future. Right now, before we finish this moving story, let's think about this important truth. This message wasn't found by accident. This isn't just a lucky break. This is a message from Archangel Michael to you directly. He is reaching out and inviting you to join a safe, snorts, high vibrational group where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This holy rule is very easy to understand, but it can make a huge difference in your life. If you follow it, you will get more than just good things. They'll come back to you in many forms and fill your whole life. You can get early access to powerful content and divine insights that aren't available to everyone right now. If you accept this invitation, you can now go into a holy place where you will get spiritual help, unwavering support, and quick progress toward your destiny. Don't miss this holy moment of your life's journey. There's a breakthrough waiting for you. To deepen your connection, use the special link in the pinned comment to join Archangel Michael's inner circle right away. You can do this by buying coffee, giving money, or joining our community. This is the only way to be sure you never miss the direct personalized messages that are meant to improve and strengthen your life. But just being here, paying attention, and coming together means a lot. Do it. Your plenty is waiting. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, snorts, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. Snorts, if you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.